You looked like you kind of breezed through it at points in that game.
Yeah, it's difficult to come here. You know, it's a tough place to come, and the game gets how it gets. You know, with loads of transitions, all of that. We could have quick had another goal. You know, I was close on one in the second half. Jeremy was close a few times, but the game is a bit chaotic. We can't really control it, which is difficult, and it's difficult to come here. So in the end, we're super happy.
Do you enjoy it though? This rivalry with this great club, coming here and having these battles.
Of course, it's nice. This is a place you want to play. Look at this; it's incredible, and these games you want to play. And also with this new format in Champions League, you get to play more games, which is nice. And yeah, I like it.
Your boss might not say that it's nice playing more games, but you're in a good position now because at the moment, in the qualifying, automatic qualifying column, rather than having to go into the playoffs, how difficult was it in the last campaign, doing that, playing more games, going into the playoffs, coming up against Real Madrid? Does it feel like this season you're hoping it's going to be slightly easier?
I mean, it could have looked completely different today if we didn't win, because we lost against Leverkusen. So this win is really important, yeah, when you think of it, like, to be there. Now we got 2 more games, I think, left of the thing, yeah. So Galatasaray, yeah. So we need to finish strong now, and hopefully we can be in the first 8, because then we're through.
Maka, I thought you might have a question for him there. You were just gazing at him.
How much of a boost did they give you when you seen the team sheet before the ball was kicked tonight? That obviously Mbappe, I know you've got big respect for him. How much of a lift did they give you and the boys in your dressing room?
Of course, we know about their injuries. We have a few as well, but they have many injuries, and of course you don't want anyone to be injured. But we expected him to play. I thought I was gonna play against Kylian. So of course, when a playoff as Kylian don't play, you're not happy because you want to play against the best. But of course, yeah, it gives you a bit of psychological boost. I think.
And how enjoyable was it to come up against Rudiger again and get the penalty and get your goal? Because it's always a nice battle when you see you two playing against it. Because he is, you know, he likes to joke and make it aggressive, doesn't he? Pull faces, etc., etc. We've seen that in the past. You've got one over on him today.
Yeah, I mean, it's you want to play against the best players, and you could see after 1 minute, Asensio was starting to push me and try to beef with me a lot. So it's something I like, you know. Personally, I have to say I don't mind it, and of course Rudiger as well. We've been having some great battles, and today he wanted a bit too much. He pulled me, so for me, clear penalty, and yeah.
Erling, we've got to let you go, but just before you do, 4th season now at Manchester City, attention's now going to turn back to the Premier League. What sort of mood do you think your club is in at the moment, and the experience you've had with this team to kick on and see out the rest of the season? Are you feeling like you're in a great position to chase down Arsenal?
I mean,
he's an Arsenal fan, you see.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
So she probably don't like me then.
Nope.
No, I mean, I don't like to speak too much about this because I think we should focus on ourselves, which City has been so good at for the last 10 years, just focusing on ourselves. Don't thinking too much about others, just trying to win next game, and that's what we need to do. Now we need to focus on, who is it, Palace on Sunday, and and which is a really tough game, you know, and it's not easy, so we need to take game by game. Now it's a massive win, so it's about enjoying this now for a few hours, and tomorrow you need to recover as good as you can, because games are coming. Look at the schedule, it's incredible, and it's about staying fit. This is the most important, to stay fit, and then take game by game and hopefully win on Sunday.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you this season? You've made more appearances already than the whole of the last campaign. Are you enjoying that extra responsibility?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just taking it all in my stride. Every game as it comes, working hard every session, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it.
I know this wasn't a knockout match in the Champions League, but is beating Real Madrid away from home a benchmark when it comes to winning the Champions League?
Obviously, we know how good Real Madrid are. The history we've had, we've played them over the last few seasons, and they're so good. So, I mean, playing against these here and winning, it shows how good we're playing at the minute and the form we're on. So, yeah, I'll say we'll have a good chance.
What about your own form? How do you rank this performance from you this season?
I think the first few minutes I was a bit slow. I could have stopped the first goal, but I mean, yeah, I made up for it in the end.
Well, these guys think that you're the player of the match, so congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Congratulations on a brilliant win here at the Bernabeu, your first in 5 years in this brilliant rivalry with Real Madrid. How pleased are you with your team's performance?
Well, it could be better. Of course, winning Bernabeu was so difficult. Long 4, 5, 6 players played the first game here, so of course maybe we're not completely ready to play in these stages like we are, but it's a process and a lot of new players. But yeah, winning here is always have to be happy, especially in terms of points. You have 13 already, so it's in our hands to go games to finish in the first 8 and top 8. That is the target, and winning here after what happened in Leverkusen have been good.
You mentioned those new younger players that were playing here, some of them for the very first time. Who impressed you the most?
Well, I think Mateus Nunes plays good. All fullbacks for the first time. Ryan Cherke first time. Nico Gonzalez played last season, but today make an incredible performance. I think Jeremy always maybe was the first or the second. Jeremy helped us a lot with many things. So of course we did very good, but we start with other mistakes. So always I believe that when you have the ball and you can do it, but they didn't. I was expecting they could press higher, they drop, and we didn't find, and every pass was to don't lose, not to hurt them. But it happened, that's why it's what we have to improve, but okay, I take it.
Nico O'Reilly got his first ever Champions League goal here. What about his overall performance, though?
No, top. So it's difficult for them, so Rudiger is what a player, and Vinicius and Bellingham, and the pace that they have at front, so it's so... You know, it's so dangerous, and that's why you cannot stay high. You have to be so commit the way you have to defend, right? And we lack a little bit, but in general the effort was extraordinary.
Erling Haaland has 55 Champions League goals in 54 games. The Spanish press said a monster was coming to Madrid. Just how remarkable are those numbers in this competition alone?
Yeah, the numbers speak for itself. Numbers speak for itself. We have to find him more. He has to, you know, be involved in the game, and he have not been the last 1 or 2 games. He didn't much involved, and have to reflect, have to think about it, what we can do in our way to make him more present in our game. But the numbers speak for itself.
I know this isn't a knockout match, Pep, but how far does winning against Real Madrid away from home set a benchmark in terms of potentially winning the Champions League this season?
We are away. Still, we are not ready. Still not. So important is to wait, but in February will be better. And of course, if you play this kind of games, you are ready to go. So we have been here in the past, playing much better than today, and we lose, right? So football sometimes, and games in Manchester that we play good now, we play beyond, you know, but the game should be over. The knockout game should be over, and at the end, come here is not. It's always difficult. So that's why I take it. The players make an incredible effort, an incredible good result. The spirit is unbelievable, but there's still margin to improve.
Thanks, Pep.
Thank you.
2 wins in the last 8 matches, and in the league, 4 points behind Barcelona now. What's not working right now?
I think it's probably a number of things, and obviously we're still trying to work it out kind of within the changing, regardless of what goes on outside. We know that kind of noise will not be helpful, so it's about us trying to figure it out inside the dressing room. I think one of the things that's probably quite obvious is how we're managing games at the minute. You know, certain points in the game where we have to suffer, feels like we always concede, and it puts us on the back foot and makes us maybe play in a way that we don't want to. But yeah, I think as a player inside the change room, seeing what we've got in there, working with the coach every day, I think we have everything we need to turn it around. It's just about, you know, maybe a bit of luck, maybe a bit of bit more or something that, like I said, we need to discuss internally. But yeah, I've got full faith that this season isn't over just because we've been on a bad run of form, and yeah, obviously as players it kills us, and we're going to try everything to turn it around. And the dressing room still fully behind the new manager? 100%. I think the manager's been great. I think I've personally got a great relationship with him. A lot of the lads do as well. I think after the first run of games where we drew a few, we had some really great conversations internally, and we felt like we were going to be on the backside of that bad form. And then yeah, in just the last couple of games again, just let ourselves down again. But like I said, no one's down in tools. No one's complaining, moaning, thinking the season's over. We'll have to take a bit of the chin, you know, as they say, but we'll have to keep fighting and keep bouncing forward.
And just finally, all this noise around Real Madrid and also noise around the England squad from a small section of the UK media as well. How do you manage all of that?
It's just life, isn't it, really? This is what I've signed up for. You know, I play for the biggest club in the world and one of the most scrutinised countries in the world. You know, I don't want pity, and I'm living the dream. People would die to be in the position that I'm in. Comes with a few people that are a little bit negative. That's fine. You know, it comes round always. And yeah, like I said, I just roll with the punches. And yeah, I'm always focused on the football. And when that's good, that's good, and I'm happy. But yeah, the most important thing is that to me.
Thanks, Jude.
No worries, just.